Residents post about the movie.
I did.
Yep.
I think it's a great idea.
Yep. It's going to happen.
Good morning, everybody out there in Wildcat Nation. Thanks for joining me and Keaton today. We'll get our sponsor logos up there. Got to pay the bills, right? So I think the Unique Flower Farmer, their season's about up, I think. At least the spring season is.
Because of like the flowers?
Yes. So this is your time to get out there and get those spring plants to plant in your garden or in your yard.
Do we know if they have succulents?
Oh, yeah, she's got succulents.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm almost positive.
I have a 3-year-old plant and a 1.5-year-old plant. I have not killed either of them.
Well, that's impressive.
And they're actually kind of thriving.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
good news.
So-
Yeah, good too. Well, I'm going to go all the way to Sedgwick, Kansas today. We're going to drive out there. Jack and I. We're going to take the truck with our sports and pickup cover all the way out there to see how I did that.
Yeah, I see how you did it.
We're going to go out there. We're going to do some trap shooting, taking a wildcat trap out there, and they're going to take all the medals away from the Jayhawks at the
Is
Kansas
that the big
State
thing
shoot.
or not?
What do you mean
The big week-long thing?
No.
That's just
that's
normal thing.
Nationals. That's
be
actually
later.
in Sparta, Illinois.
Okay.
That'll be at the end of July when we go to Sparta, Illinois, and do all that fun stuff.
And win.
What and win?
win.
Yeah, maybe bring back another national championship.
Yeah.
But before we get to all of that and all the really interesting things we got to talk about today, I think, we're going to talk about the Bible a little bit. This is Romans 1:19. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them.
It's very...
Yeah, I mean, and I think you can take it a lot of different ways. I think you can take it some wrong ways. I think sometimes people do, but the right way to take that is ignorance of God is no excuse. You know, we talk about ignorance of the law is no excuse. That's a lawyer term. It's a judge term. It's like, I didn't know I wasn't supposed to kill anybody. I'm sorry, it's the law, and the fact that you didn't know the law is not an excuse. And so, as a citizen, you're required to know what the law is, and God, I think that perhaps, I don't know, but it derives from this type of concept in the Bible in Romans that says, "Hey, listen, you can't just say, oh, I don't know what God wants. I don't know anything about God. I don't know what's right or wrong," because God has built Himself into creation. His character flows out from creation, and so you can observe the character of God from creation, and therefore people are without any excuse for their sinful, God-opposing behavior and attitudes. All of us.
It's your job to seek Him, right?
Well, I don't know about that.
You don't think so?
No. I'm kind of a Calvinist. I think God seeks you.
But you don't think you should seek Him also?
Oh, I think you should,
Okay.
but I don't think that you have to. I think God does the seeking and the saving.
Yeah.
Because He has all the power.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, no, I mean, I think there's some obligations on our part. I think there's some things that we should do. I think the saving part comes from God. But the point is, whether you do, whether you don't, you had every opportunity to follow God because He was right out there telling you in plain ways and in not so plain ways exactly what's going on. Right on?
It's like He threw a brick at you.
Even the stones will cry out. Keaton, even the stones, right? So lots of stuff. I had to make notes because there were so many things.
We used to make notes every time.
We did, but then we started winging it, and maybe we should go back to making notes.
We used to have more comments in the mornings. Too.
Yeah, we did. Actually, we got 10 people watching this morning. This is like our largest viewer audience ever. So drop something in the comments for us. We'd be happy to hear what you guys want to talk about. One thing I want to talk about, this is important, is two actually really important things that we need to talk about this morning. One is yesterday at the Wildcat Grub and Pub, somebody passed a counterfeit $5 bill.
Is that where that was? Okay.
Yeah, left it as a tip. This is my understanding. You know, they let everybody know. The Chamber of Commerce did a great job of letting folks know. Lauren then posted it to Rogersville residents, but we want to talk about it here on K-ROG because we want you to know there's funny money out there floating around in Rogersville right now, and so be careful with your cash. Give it a good look over. Don't just stick it in your pocket. And here's another thing. 3 times yesterday, and I think it's because I'm getting older, and they're targeting the elderly.
I target the elderly.
Yeah, I got 2 phishing emails and 1 phishing text. And I'm not talking about hooks and trout here. I'm talking about people trying to steal my account information so they could take my money. And so these, I want to make people aware because 2 of them were kind of the same nature. They basically were confirmations of orders. So I got like a receipt that said, hey, you know, just one's purported to come from Amazon, the other purported to come from PayPal. And it said, hey, congratulations on your purchase. You just bought this $3,000 TV. You know, here's your shipping information. And it's like, oh, if you have any questions about your order, call this number. Well, first of all, you have to hire a private detective and pay thousands of dollars to find a phone number for Amazon. Right? They do not want you to call.
You're not going to get a call.
You got to do some work to figure out what Amazon's phone number is if you need to call. Now, you can. I've called Amazon. I've done the work and been able to call in. But they don't put it in their emails because
you got to chat with them for like 8 hours. And then
they'll be like, okay, fine, you can just call.
Fine.
But they do not put it in their emails. And so if you get an email that purports to be from a seller and they're saying, hey, if you have a question about your order, please give us a call. That's a scam because what they're going to do is they're going to call and say, hey, we need you to, verify your information. Okay, we'll issue a refund. What's your account number? We'll put it back on your card, blah, 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 blah. Boom. You just gave them your credit card information. And before you have hung up the phone.
You don't need to verify your card.
Before you have hung up the phone, they will have maxed out that card or cleaned out your bank account. They're that fast. They're that good. And so if you get an email that purports to be from a seller that's like, hey, you bought this item, don't click the links in the website, don't call the number on the website, go to your Amazon account, click on my account, click on orders, and see if there really is an order there, because there's probably not. It's probably just a scam. The other one I got was, it was a text message that said, what did that say?
I got one yesterday I thought was a scam.
But it was legit.
But really, it's just one of the kids I train, and I didn't remember his dad's name, nor did I have his phone number.
Yeah, this was Nick from the motor vehicle department, and Nick said, we have just issued a ruling that qualifies you to collect a refund _ payment, and then a fishy looking link, average refund $800. So first of all, there is the motor vehicle department. That doesn't exist. It's Department of Revenue in Missouri. So right off the bat, Nick, swing and a miss. And then, refund payment, clearly, blah, blah, blah. Links, shady is all get out. Average refund. So I just texted Nick back. I said, hey, just Venmo it to me.
Yeah.
Nothing yet. So no response, nothing in my Venmo account. So
mine yesterday was, good morning, this is Ron Cox. Could you call me at your earliest convenience? We owe you money and would like to get you paid. First off, I don't like to talk on the phone unless we schedule a call.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah.
Same way.
So don't just call me out of the blue if this is for business, because I need to get ready in my head.
And I want to know what it's about.
Yeah. And
I want to be prepared.
We owe you money and would like to get you paid.
Sounds
I'm like,
great.
Here's the thing, you probably could owe me money because I'm not very good at keeping track of it, but I don't know who you are or what you're talking about. And I said, hi, Ron, what is this referring to? And he said, Matthew Cox. And I was like, oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah. So it was totally legit.
It was legit.
But way to be on your guard anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, good job. Good job. So those are a couple of things I just really wanted people to know.
If we do business together, do not call me unannounced. I'm probably busy. And I'm probably going to let it go to voicemail and then figure out what it's about and then call you back or email. Email's the best way to get a hold of somebody.
Yeah, it is. It is. Especially a busy professional, because
we can remember stuff.
I don't either.
Yeah.
And okay, so this isn't in the notes. But let's talk about it. I was thinking about this the other day. somebody will say, well, it's easier just to call. And I kind of think, well, you know what? It's easier for you.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to do the work.
Yeah.
You just get
you're not dealing with 1,000 people.
And you just get to talk at me, and then it's my responsibility to take the notes, remember what's going on. But if you email me, I understand that's more work for you because you have to be the one to organize your thoughts. You have to be the one to put them in a written format and send them. So that's more work for you, but it's easier for me.
Yeah.
And so the idea of, well, let's just talk on the phone, it's easier. No, it's easier for you.
I will tell them ahead of time, if we're going to talk on the phone, I will not remember any of this.
Yeah.
You need to write this down and email it to me.
And
whatever we talked about, it needs to be emailed to me.
And I was going to say, a lot of times the end of my phone calls with folks, if there's something that I can do for them, then ends with, I need you to send me an email summary of what's going on, because I'm not going to, most of the time if I'm talking on the phone, I'm in my car.
Yeah, me too.
Because that's the best time for me to return phone calls. So I can't take notes. And by the way, if you do call me out of the blue, you will get voicemail. You just will. It's going to happen every time. Because I do not answer my phone for the most part.
If we're going to talk on the phone, I'm going to have a notebook. Or I'm in my car and I can't do that. And so it's just not a great thing if we're just calling to plan a bunch of stuff.
Well, and I grant, it sounds a little prima donna. It sounds a little on our part. But I think the issue is we really do want to serve people well.
Yeah.
And
I don't like when I forget things.
I don't either.
But like if I just hear it and don't have something with it.
And if it's I literally think, I want to do, and I pick up my phone to do something, and then there's an alert, and then
it's gone.
30 seconds, and I'm like, what was I gonna do?
I'm staring. I'm like,
I know there was something. And I can't remember. And so, help me help you. Text me and email me. If you want to tell me something on the phone, that's great. But I'm probably not going to.
I lay out the rules when I have a new client.
That's
awesome.
I say
if it's something quick and you're just informing me of something non-important, text it to me. Cool. I'll read it. If it doesn't need a reply. If we need to have a discussion.
Speaking of, there's Amanda. I owe her a return phone call because she left me a voicemail last night. I agree. Yeah. Amanda, email is the best way to keep track. Thousands of emails. I do that too. And I use my inbox as my to-do list.
I do too.
And
I'll read it and then read it, to where the dot's still in.
Well, I leave it as read, but I leave it in my inbox. Yeah. And my goal is to keep my inbox as empty as possible. And so the best way, Amanda's dead on, and I will call you, Amanda, if I remember.
Hey, but take notes for him and then email it to him.
Shoot me an email.
Our little high-maintenance princesses in here need emails.
That's right. That's absolutely right. But yeah, I did get your voicemail, man, and we'll connect. I promise. We'll do that.
I like when they text me or email me after they've called and they're like, "Did you get my phone call?" I'm like, yeah, I just haven't gotten to it yet.
I'm just ignoring you.
I have emails from months ago that I just haven't got to yet.
I understand.
And they'll say, and I'm like, I'm going to get to it.
Yeah.
It's just not time sensitive right now. And there are other things that are time sensitive.
I appreciate it. Yeah. But anyway, that's a deal.
Basically, Will and I are a bunch of jerks.
Yeah. Everybody knows. That's not news. Everybody knows. Okay. So I've been posting a little bit about AMC. I did a while back, and
some guy keeps commenting on it. I see.
Well, and it's okay. And so I kind of stopped because I didn't want to just blow up everybody's feed with the AMC stuff. But the reason is, so there's something kind of unique theoretically happening, and I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just my sort of understanding of what I'm doing. So the theory is, you got to understand the stock market. Stock market's pretty simple. You got a piece of pie. It's called a company. It's been cut up into a bunch of different shares. I have all the shares. You want some shares. I'm going to sell you some shares. So you're going to give me $1 for a piece of pie, and you're going to give me $1. I'm going to give you the piece of the pie. That's the stock market. That is the whole stock market. That's how it works.
Let's imagine it's a piece.
So there's now a whole lot of this going on. So there's a big market, and so if you have all of the cherry pie, and I can see that cherry pie slices are selling for $10 a slice. I'm like, that's crazy. But I don't have any. I'm like, if I had cherry pie, I would sell cherry pie. And you've got cherry pie, but you want to keep it, but you're willing to lend it to me. So what I do is I say, Keaton, if you'll loan me 5 slices of your cherry pie. Can I borrow that? And you agree to that. And so I then borrow the 5 pieces of cherry pie from Keaton, and I sell them for $50 because they're $10 a slice, right? And then because I owe you $5 of cherry pie, I wait until the price of cherry pie goes down to $1 a share. I buy those 5 slices back for $5. I give them back to you, and I made a $45 profit. That's called shorting. And so sometimes people short cherry pie, which is perfectly legal, right? It's all good. Well, there's actually a middleman in here that kind of manages all of, they're called brokerage houses. And so they kind of manage that. And so I don't actually go to Keaton to borrow my 5 shares. I go to my brokerage house and say, hey, can I borrow 5 shares of cherry pie? And they go, yeah, sure. And they loan it to you. And then they go kind of looking for somebody. And maybe they can find somebody to borrow it from. Maybe they can't. But basically they did that because they thought they would be able to loan that to me. So this happens billions of times a day with trillions of shares. It's all computer generated. It's all flying super duper fast now and happens all over the place. So what sometimes happens is these brokerage houses loan way more shares of cherry pie to somebody like me who might be a hedge fund, and I've now sold a ton of cherry pie slices that I don't have, that I have borrowed, except that the people I borrowed them from didn't really have them and can't get them. And so now, like, even though there's only 10 shares of cherry pie in existence, there's 100 that have been sold on the market because of all of this borrowing. And then it's like, oh, the regulators are looking, so there might be another hedge fund, and we'll like do, okay, I will sell you these, you sell me yours, and then our books look like we've got it handled. And it's this huge, huge mess. But every once in a while, somebody comes in and sorts all this out and goes, you guys have got to buy them back, you got to put the shares back where you got them and all of that stuff. And so they go to the market and they buy everything that they can, right, to pay everybody back. So here's what's happening with AMC. They have sold way more shares of AMC, shorted, than they can possibly get. Now, my problem, if I sold your cherry pie at 10 and it goes up to 50, now I've got to pay $250 to return those shares of cherry pie to you. Yeah. I'm out $200. So what the people at AMC, some people have decided, hey, if we buy all of the AMC stock, they've got to buy it back from us at whatever we're willing to sell it at. And that's where it's at right now. And so then the hedge funds, they're doing some funny things, like they're just shorting more into the market, because the more they short, the more it sells, the more the price goes down because of the way the market maker system works. And that's even another layer of understanding. So basically that's what we're all doing with the AMC. We bought a bunch of it at 10. It's running about 50, and we think it's going to go up to 100, 500, or 1,000, because by the math, there's way more shorts than there are shares available.
Why are people buying AMC stock right now?
Buying it right now?
Yeah,
because
like a poor investment. Just based on
on the fundamentals. Oh yeah. Well, actually, AMC looks like it's actually doing very well because they're buying up other theaters. The theater market's coming back strong. Blockbusters are being released, so we think that sector's coming back. But the reason people are buying it is because there are hedge funds like Citadel that have shorted billions of shares, we believe, of AMC, and there are not that many available, and they're going to have to buy them back, and they're going to have to buy them back at whatever price the market is. And
AMC's probably going to get some money.
So the AMC won't get any money.
The people that
own AMC, if we hold our shares, and they're like, they're putting in market order buys. Well, the market maker can't buy any at 50 because nobody's willing to sell. So the bid price goes to 55, it goes to 60, it goes to 65, it goes to 70, until somebody's willing to sell. And so there are these Reddit groups that are all talking about do not sell. Just do not sell. Oh, they are crazy. They're insane. But sometimes they're right.
Yeah.
And so, you got to be a little crazy if you're going to be a little of an entrepreneur, as you know. Right?
Yeah.
Takes a little bit of crazy. So we're all playing with this. It's a lot of fun. And then you can do the option plays, and we'll talk about option plays next week.
Option plays. How you turn $95 into $5,000 in 2 weeks. That seems like a good plan.
Or lose it all.
Oh.
All $95.
All $95.
See, that's all you're at risk. You risk $95, you may lose it all, or you may make $5,000. I was lucky enough to
like
make
the
5,000.
first part, yeah.
I was able to do that on AMC. So it's kind of fun.
Will's next business, financial advisement.
Nope, not going to do it. Leave that to Bruce Porter at the Resource Center. He's a professional. He knows what he's doing. You can call him at 882-1800 at the Resource Center. One of our big sponsors here at K-ROG. We love the Resource Center. Hey, have you watched Loki yet?
I haven't yet.
Oh, we watched the first episode last night. It was so cool. It's pretty snazzy, man.
I know, it looks really good.
It
Well,
is.
actually, I have not even watched the trailer, but I've heard good things.
Are you canceling Disney? Is that the problem? No? Okay.
No, I have. This week has been extremely packed.
Okay. We watched Loki last night. It was very good. It was really interesting.
Gender fluid. Well, let's not talk about that.
I don't think he's. You think what? Did you just throw that in
They
there?
announced that he's gender fluid.
Loki? Oh, I don't know. He's got long hair, but that
Will's
doesn't
like,
mean
whatever.
anything. Whatever. Caitlin for California.
Oh,
yeah.
I thought somebody commented. No,
No.
don't even get.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about.
He's
this.
going to make a great governor. It's perfect for California. I mean, he's the only conservative that can get elected. But I think he can, and I think he's going to do a great job.
Okay, that's funny. Have you watched Bad Batch?
No, but I watched the trailer for Bad Batch. It looks good.
I
watched
am
it last
loving
night.
it right now. I did not like the characters at the end of the last season of the Clone Wars. Just I thought they were stupid. But I'm really liking the show because.
So was the Bad Batch in Clone Wars at the end? Because I haven't seen all the Clone
Oh,
Wars.
yeah, they were just in an arc. They showed up to kind of introduce them. But they kind of, edited their characters.
I'm
a
not.
little bit.
I'm not caught up on Clone Wars. I'm way
need to be.
behind. Yeah, I know.
But this era is the number one time I've ever wanted to see in Star Wars. I've wanted to see like the transition from the Republic to the Empire. So
Yeah,
bad.
no, I think
And
that's
what
really
this is.
interesting. Yeah, good stuff. No, I want to see the Bad Batch. I do want to. That's on my list to watch. Okay, you haven't watched Loki. Are you up on your Yellowstone?
What? Is it the TV show?
TV show
I've never
Yellowstone.
watched it.
Dude. Okay. It's a really, really good show.
Is it about the
No.
No?
It's about the Denton Yellowstone Ranch in Montana, the largest cattle ranch, fictional, in the world, United States. I don't know. And all the difficulties that they have. But there's too much nudity. Although it's not like horrible, but there's some nudity. The language is, yeesh. I mean,
And you're telling me I should watch this?
well, you just have to be mature enough to work your way around that stuff. But as far as plot lines, character development, storyline,
The character development is huge.
it's fantastic. Yes, Lauren, it is a soap opera. I recognize that, but there's
I like how
guns and
it's a soap
cows
opera.
and people getting shot and killed. So it's okay. It's all good.
I have watched some.
It's Dallas for the
For the country
modern
folk?
era. No. Dallas was in Texas, dude. It's kind of country folk too.
But was it like cowboys or ranchers and
Well,
stuff?
probably not. It's mostly oil, I think.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like Dallas. Yeah, Lauren, it's a soap opera. I get that, but it's
get that.
it's a great show. It's really a lot of fun.
Hey, Lauren.
And season 4 should be coming out within the next 2 weeks.
Friends of the Park.
Yeah, Friends of
Has
the Park.
a 5K tomorrow night.
That's correct.
Bandit 5K.
And I saw this video on. Look at me doing that backwards. How awesome is that? We're flipping through all of our stuff here. So if you want to, here's the medals, right? I have epilepsy
hard.
now.
There's no epilepsy warning.
Those are the medals. Did you make that video?
Not me.
No.
That was all Lauren.
That was all Lauren. Okay, but pretty cool medals. So I think you can show up, and I know. Well, in fact, I know because Lauren was talking about this. You can just show up and register and get a medal. I
have all my companies, all the events and stuff, and it is the worst thing for a race director to have people show up the day of. It's not the worst thing. You want them to race and you want their money, but it's just such an inconvenience, and I'm gonna do that tomorrow.
Lauren Keaton's going to show up last minute and register. FYI.
I'm the worst person ever.
Just so you know, that's what's going to happen.
That's what I complain about at all
tomorrow.
events. I'm like, it says only online registration, and it says no packet pickup or race day registration, and then here's these 10 people.
Speaking of competitions coming up, we've got ROG Got Talent.
Raj got talent.
Oh, I like it. We should get you in the studio and record that one. That would be awesome. You can register for Raj Got Talent by going to KROGTV.com, and there's a big link right on the homepage that says register for Raj Got Talent. Take you to a registration page. Register in advance, please. You've got 6 weeks still, basically, to get registered for that. Maybe just 4, but we need to get those registrations in. We got some people registered already, but we need some more. We need some more folks. You can win $500. $500 at Raj Got Talent. $500. You can win that right here locally.
$500 foot long.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of footlongs. And you will get to perform in front of a live audience at Rockin' Rogersville this year, here in Rogersville.
That was cool. How'd you do that? Rockin'
Rogersville. I have lots of experience. I ran a radio station when I was in college. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, I ran KDCR, 5:30 a.m. Keep Drury College rockin'. KDCR, the Drury College radio station. I did. Yeah, I was the station manager for 3 years. I took over when I was a sophomore.
We both went to Drury.
Is that right?
It is.
Yeah, it is right. That's true.
Anyways, what's the next thing we're going to talk about?
You don't want to talk about that anymore? Well, let's talk about Man Camp. That's the last thing on my notes is Man Camp, October 1st and 2nd. Get your early bird tickets right now. I do not know how long those early bird tickets are going to hold out, but you can go to fbclife.org, click Connect, click Events, scroll down, click Man Camp, Connect Events, Man Camp. Buy your early bird tickets. They're only $30 a person right now.
Somebody's coming. It's it's someone famous. Caitlyn Jenner. Is she coming?
I wish.
Is he coming?
He could come to Man Camp. But I don't think so. We have we'll go back to our standard response. We have no reason to believe Caitlyn Jenner is not coming to Man Camp.
I would love if
it would be fantastic.
The person came.
We'd love to have Caitlyn Jenner at Man Camp. That would be awesome. No, Jace Robertson is coming to Man Camp this year, but those early bird tickets are $30 right now. They're going to go up to $50 once we're out of early bird tickets. There's a limited number, so you need to get yours now.
What can we expect at Man Camp?
What can you expect at Man Camp? You can expect food trucks. You can expect good Bible teaching. You can expect instruction on man stuff like budgeting and evangelism and AR-15 building and car repair and all kinds of good stuff like that. Archery. We had people doing home electrician type stuff. There'll be, like I said, food trucks. We'll have campfires. You can camp out. You can cook your own food. You can buy from the food trucks. You'll get to hear from Jace Robertson, star of A&E's Duck Dynasty. And if there are a very limited number of these tickets, but if you can add on to your Man Camp ticket a exclusive meet and greet with Jace Robertson.
I think it's greet and meet.
I don't know.
No?
They said meet and greet. That's what they told me.
Greet and meet.
But you could shake his hand, look at his beard, no touching.
Probably have to wear masks for that.
I don't know. I haven't gotten any words on that. But get your picture taken with Jace. All that for a little add-on price. All of our sponsors for Man Camp get some meet and greet tickets, depending on the level of sponsorship. And Heartland was a sponsor last year, so Heartland may jump in again this year. I need to talk to you about that.
Yeah, send me an email.
Okay, I'll send you an email. Awesome. Perfect. I'll send you an email. But so if you have a business and you would like to be a sponsor of Man Camp, we'd like to hear from you this month before July 1, so we can get you on the T-shirts, get you in all the publicity and all that, and let the folks know that you're being a part of bringing Jace Robertson, the gospel, and authentic biblical manhood to Rogersville right here. Okay, last event we're going to talk about, other than the McKnight auction that are going on this weekend. So you need to check out McKnight Auction Service and see the auctions going on this weekend. But you got a big deal coming up. Oh yeah, you're working on it.
So yeah, we're scheming.
It's a soft announcement.
If you are in Rogersville residents, you might have seen a inquiry I posted the other day about if people would be interested in movie nights in the park, and we're going to do that. And we're just going to kind of make it a full-blown outdoor theater kind of thing. There's going to be a website with all of the upcoming movies. There's going to be a box office online where you can buy your tickets ahead of time. Rogersville City is going to do concessions. We'll have food trucks some nights. We'll have like live music ahead of the movies some nights. We might have inflatables out there for kids. So we're going to make it big events once or twice a month. And they will be all up-to-date movies. They're not going to be...
But never on a first Friday.
Never on a first Friday.
Never, because we already got some cool stuff going on first Fridays this summer. Yeah.
But they will be Friday nights. And so it's be a great thing to bring your family out to. Grab a bite to eat.
You know you have to have a license for that, right?
Yep.
What about parking? Are you going to be able to handle the parking?
Did you read all the comments?
Come on, people. Don't be a Debbie Downer.
But yeah, it'll be like new movies. There's not going to be Old Yeller because none of the little kids running around knows what Old Yeller is. So I'm thinking Raya the Last Dragon is maybe one of them that we might show. It's really popular, like a Disney movie, you know.
How about
I'll show some action movies and stuff.
Tombstone?
I'm not going to show Tombstone because only Will would be there.
That's not true.
Okay, only Will and like 7 other old guys would be there.
That's so not true.
You know what? We'll gauge the interest. How about that?
Okay.
And I will get Tombstone out there if the interest
How about
is there.
Highlander?
I don't know what that is. This is the problem, Will. Okay?
Mark Garrett.
You can't be in
Mark
charge of
Garrett.
picking the movies.
You have not raised this boy.
But
The
this
Outlaw
year,
Josie Wales.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard the name.
Valdez is coming.
Anyways, look out for it.
It's a great movie.
It's gonna be a cool
We may
time.
have the better movie night on Saturday nights. We're going to show you all the movies you need to see.
We're gonna bring jobs to Rogersville. Bunch of jobs, actually.
Tom
just like 2 or
Baker and
3.
I are going to pick the movies, and they're going to be movies.
There will be opportunities for groups, businesses, whatever, to rent out the theater as well. So you are welcome to do that.
The theater.
Yeah,
Wow.
our outdoor theater,
Okay.
hometown theater.
All right.
All right, and then Lauren, Brooke, and I are in the city are kind of scheming to maybe do a drive-in type in the winter.
Ooh. Wow, wouldn't that be cool?
It'd be kind of cool, I think.
All right. Well, I think that's fantastic. Good stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. I don't know why everybody's watching this morning. We had a lot of people. People are bored.
We're good-looking
People are
guys.
bored today. People were really, really bored today, so they were watching our show. But, I'm glad you did. Join us again next week. We'll be back with more information. What's going on in Rogersville. A lot of nonsense, but we do appreciate you and your support of K-ROG. Thanks for watching.
Ta-da.